Welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Last time, we had to deal with a bandit infestation that left us pretty wiped and in need of a break. So today, we're going to remedy that with a bit of grinding via memories. I had to do this during part 28 to hold the line against Violet, but it will be necessary with some of the neglected characters I haven't used at all. So I'm not gonna lie to you folks, this is a filler episode. But with this filler, I had time to talk about what's coming down the pipeline for the Fire Emblem franchise as a whole.
I'm going to doze off. I just know it.
Stay focused. Time to move.
Who, me? Fine. What's the plan? You don't expect me to go out there and fight, do you?
But before that, let's talk about Splatoon. A repeat Splatfest is on the way for October, with the spooky theme returning. Which would you befriend? A zombie, a skeleton, or a ghost? Because apparently switching it up to werewolves, vampires, witches, or cat girls just wasn't in the budget or in time for Nintendo. Get on that when we get to Raiders, if that has Splatfest in it.
Not a problem.
That weekend, I will be pushing for the Saturday and Sunday updates to the weekdays to focus on my coverage of the event. So in advance, I am sorry for those who don't watch Splatoon content on my channel, but expect to see that just a couple days later. Outside of this, is that I actually managed to get a new external hard drive for my computers. With this, I was able to back up all recorded videos for all of my Let's Plays, along with the title cards made for them. All of this only managed to fill 1 terabyte, but has left 2 terabytes behind between the hard drive and the 2 SD cards I bought prior. A good investment on my end. But now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the newest Fire Emblem title. Available now for mobile phones is a new spin-off, Fire Emblem Shadows. In this game, you play as a party of 3 exploring a dungeon labyrinth. One of your party members is the Disciple of Shadows and is actively trying to ambush you at his or her earliest convenience. Between each battle, you will have to figure out who the Disciple of Shadow is and then fight them at the end of your run. The map will then end with the last person standing within it. Though a more combat-focused take on Inner Sloths Among Us, but adds Fire Emblem characters to the process. Well, I'll give him that. It's different. But another big focus for Shadows is that the recruitable heroes is also added, with a twist that many of these characters will be Lagoo's versions of familiar faces. For the younger folks, Lagoos is a term used in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn to describe the animal people native to the continent those games take place on, Tellius.
This is exhausting.
Will I be playing through Shadows for the channel? As of now, I have to say no. Currently, I have no recording software equipment for my Chromebook or for my phone, but I'll keep my eye on it in the same way I do for our heroes.
Okay, we need to go stabilize the front lines. Just make sure they don't steal any of our strongholds back. What? We captured the fort. This does not bode well. Launch our surprise attack! Set up an ambush inside the city? Guess I expected that. Lower the drawbridge and intercept them.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
We cannot allow them to break through our defense. Let us all band together. Help me out here.
Let's get it over with. Come on!
Woo! I'm ready. Now watch me flex. Did you see that? My muscles always win the day.
Not a problem. I've got this. Excuse me.
Initiating the operation. Let's...
Plenty of treasure here, ripe for the taking. And take it we did. Time for a quick exit.
Looting at a time like this? The nerve! Let's get it over with.
Woo! I'm ready. Now watch me flex. Did you see that? My muscles always win the day. Help me out here.
Let's get it over with.
Woo! I'm ready. Now watch me flex. Did you see that? My muscles always win the day.
My turn.
Let's do this.
Whew. I'm glad we got all that stuff back. We'll protect Deridu and the Alliance.
Initiating the operation. Let's... It's nap time.
We are not finished yet. Keep up the assault. Show them what the Empire is made of.
It's no use. We're putting up a good...
Not a problem. I've got this.
Right, but we're one step behind. There's gotta be a way to turn the tables. Wait, that's...
Fear not. Host Sigisvald Goneril has arrived. I shall deliver Deridu from the hands of the enemy. Into the fray.
With Host's arrival, I feel I can talk about the other half of Fire Emblem's future.
Host, what are
With
you
Fortune's
doing here?
Weave splitting the fanbase over whether it's a prequel or a sequel to Three Houses, I'd like to throw my hat into what I think is happening. But that requires me to talk a bit about how I feel Soltis came to Fodlan and how she set herself up as the God Queen of Nabatea. So bear with me here as I explain part 1 of Soltis' origins.
You got it.
On the continent of Elite, mankind and dragons faced each other in a violent war known as the Scouring. This war came about due to low birth rates dragons had on Elite to balance out their godlike control of the elements. Meanwhile, humanity had a higher birth rate and a tendency to create using materials and the like.
Isn't there any way to stop them?
But one such party that stayed neutral to the Scouring was the green-haired divine dragons of the land. These dragons ended up fleeing not only Elite, but the Deep Realm where it existed. Yeah, the Deep Realms, commonly used as a DLC menu for the modern games, have in-universe relevance. They are not only a path to the multiverse, but a path to other worlds as we know it. Once they left Deep Realm Gamma, it's neat to assume Gamma's where Elite, Beta, Arcania, and Alpha. Alpha is Monobane, the worlds of fate. Once they left Deep Realm Gamma, many of the divine dragons went their own ways to other worlds in the hope that humanity will not be as warmongers as what they left. Amongst those was a young Soltis, who would eventually make her way to what we know as Fodlan. Here, civilization has not grown or flourished in any way, thanks to the demonic beasts that will kill anything and everything that crosses their path. Together with various human volunteers, her first army, Soltis would wage a campaign of extermination against the demonic beasts, and ultimately form her own nation out of thankfulness. That nation would become Nabatea, where she would rule as queen. To help keep the demonic beasts at bay, Soltis would place a monarch that would rule the kingdom in her stay, while she continues her campaigns.
Leave this to me.
The divine sovereign that we see in the trailer is the current ruler. But Soltis' campaigns would begin to harbor resentment within her charges, as she was focused more on fighting them rather than ruling or making sure that things would be fair. The sovereign created the heroic games as a bread and circus' way of keeping everything safe until she comes back. But this would only last for so long. As for the rise of Nemesis, it's possible one of our four lords is either an earlier Nemesis himself, or possibly one of his ancestors. And I guess we'll just have to see when it gets there. But if you want to know a bit more on how Fodlan's history played out in my head, tune in next time as we talk about the rise of Ardestia. But back on the screen, let's speed this up a bit.
Don't think this means you...